Hello, hello. Happy Sunday to y'all. Sorry, I'm a couple minutes late. I had to reconnect my destinations with StreamYard. I guess it didn't remember me. I guess that's what happens when I haven't been live in a couple weeks, but I'm here. I'm back with you. Oops, wait, sorry if I turn off my volume here so you don't hear like dueling Shauna's there, right? Like stereo. You want to hear like probably stereo sound, but not like me in dual stereo. So anyway, so happy Sunday. I am back with you for my weekly Facebook Live. I've just had some things, some personal things come up in the last couple weeks, so I wasn't live, but I am back here now, and I'm happy to be back with you all. So you can see my fancy little hair tinsel I have on, and I think I have like a little like strand of like some purple I had put in my hair that's starting to come out. It's just like a little like clip-on little piece of purple. I love it, and keeping it until it goes away. It's a little fun, right? We got to add a little bit of fun and sparkle in our lives sometimes, right? That's what I say. That's what it's all about, right? So there's that. And hey, Kathy, and hey, Michelle, good to see you. So hope you all are doing well. So good to see you here. And I hope that sorry, as I clear my throat. Oh my goodness. So I hope that your new dog is doing well. Kathy. All right, sorry, I muted myself there. I know my hair does grow so fast, doesn't it, Michelle? I need to get it cut again, and I need to get the color touched up a little bit, but I will do that here soon. I need to definitely get that done. And hey, Lee, good to see you. And hey, Janice, good to see you. So anyway, so there's that. So yeah, so I definitely need to, I can see on the camera, I'm like, oh my gosh, my hair is like so thick. It's just like, boom. But you know what? Yeah, that's okay. So it's better to have, I guess, thick hair than, I don't know. I guess, I don't know what to compare it to. So there's that. And hey, Laura, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. So, dun, 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 dun. Good to be back with y'all. Just one second here. Just had to clear my throat a little bit. So, just that cold weather. I was out in the cold with the dogs for a little bit. And oh my goodness, it's cold, and the cold rain and all that. It's like, burr. So anyway, so just had to clear my throat from that. So, and I probably didn't have drank enough water today. So it's always good to drink as much water as you can, right? And oh my goodness. So there is that. So it's good to be back with you guys. I missed you all. So it's good to be back here on my regularly scheduled Sunday night live with you all. So I'm gonna see if anybody has any questions. Hey, Dawn, good to see you. Yeah, thank you, Laura. Me too. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. So thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. So I'm kind of now just kind of getting back in the groove of things. So thanks for being here still when I'm back. I appreciate you guys. So there's that. And hey, Patricia, good to see you. Let's see who else jumps on here. Ooh, awesome. Laura says, I have a question. I love that. So yeah. So I am ready for your questions. So feel free to type your question in. I am ready. Just going to take a quick drink of water. I guess I didn't need to mute myself to do that. So give me 1 second here. I got my, maybe I need some hot tea. I got my fancy little stickers all over my water bottle here. So let's see here. So Laura says there's a large male adult tabby with white belly who hangs around our house in the dark. Is he a stray or does he have a home? So what I get is this cat's like, well, I sort of have a home, but then I'm sort of a stray too. So like I have a home, but I like to kind of gallivant around, and your place is one of my favorite places to go because it's like the cool the cool catified place, the cool cat place. And I like to go to the cool cat place. The cool cat place is awesome, is what this cat says. So it's like I have a home, but then sorry, but then your home is like my home too. So like that's what I say. So oh, you said last night he was at our basement window and Mango was on the inside. I have a tub out there with straw, and I also put out food tonight. Batman tends to want to go outside when he's around, and they face off. It's a power struggle. Yeah, because this cat is saying, well, like, look at me. Like, I like claim my space and blah, 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 blah. And I like to, be here. Like, I'm the neighborhood cat, and this is where I'm at, and this is where I want to be. And I'm like claiming my neighborhood and claiming my space. And that's what I'm doing. And that's what I'm doing. So, he says he is like hungry because he likes your food. He's like, I like the food here. He's like, this is a good buffet. So he likes that, and he likes that you have the straw and everything out for him. He says, really, thank you for all of that. And he says, he's like, I'm cool. He's like, I'm cool. So oh my goodness, what a funny boy. So let's see here. So Michelle says, can you please ask Kaya if she will consider sleeping in bed with me at night? It's getting colder here in the northeast. Hold on just a moment here. I have like a tickle in my throat. Oh my goodness. Maybe I talked too much today. So let's see here. And yes, he has seen it, Laura. And he's like, he likes to make it look like it's unused, but I have seen it. So there's that. And Kaya, Michelle, Kaya says, she's like, don't try to like have me consider it so much. Just be like, yeah, you can come lay with me, or maybe not lay with me. And then just like make like a appealing place for me to lay on the bed, and don't make such a big deal out of it. Because she's like, if you make such a big deal out of it, she's like, why? And she's showing me she wants like her own little bed on your bed. And she's showing me like an actual this is funny, like an actual bed with like, the oh my gosh, blah blah blah. What do you call those things? Like the thing that you put the bed on, like the bed frame or whatever you call that, with like the four. Like, she's like, give me my own little bed in your bed. So I have my own little bed too, my little cozy spot too. And just don't make a big deal out of it. And then she's like, I'll consider it. And then I'll consider it more, is what she says. And then Kristen, good to see you. Okay, so let's see here. And excuse the tickle in my throat. I think it's like from being outside in the cold with my dogs. It's like, I should have brought something warm inside to drink. So there's that. So hey, Sharon, good to see you. Let's see here. So Patricia says, who is a beautiful cat that has been coming around? I've been feeding her. Is she a neighbor's cat? No, not a neighbor's cat. Was she dumped off? No. I get that I'm lost, is what she says. She's like, I just appeared here and I don't really know where I came from. Like, I just lost my way, and here I am. And here I am. And here I am. Hold on just a second. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that. So, she's like, I'm here, and I've just kind of, like, I was placed here, and I don't know, like, where I am and where I am. I get that she was, like, sent to you, like, kind of like she showed me, I'm like I'm seeing how she wants me to word this. Like a spirit cat. Like, I was called to you. You were called to me. Like, I'm a spirit cat, and I've been coming around because, like, I'm your shadow, and I'm here to show you things, and I'm here to help you, and you're here to help me. And she says she was sent by Louis. She says, I was sent by Louis. I was sent by Louis. Louis. They should be drinking a hot drink, not a cold drink, but there's that. So let's see here. And I'm going to go back to your question here in a second, Dawn, because I have to go where I'm guided. I know. Isn't it interesting, Laura? That's just what I get. Like I'm like here and I'm like the spirit cat. The spirit cat, like making me think of like the Christmas Carol, right? Where there's like the ghost of Christmas past and all that. Like I'm like the spirit cat, the spirit cat, the spirit cat. So okay, you said, oh, Louie, I suspected the new cat is very sweet. Yeah, it's definitely like Louie and that energy. So just tying into that is what I get, Patricia. So there's that. And then boom, 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 boom. And Lisa, is Sammy sleeping in this new heated house? Yes and no. Like I've kind of like stepped my paws into it and stepped him out and just I like that it's there and I know it's there. So thank you for having it there. And then Kristen says, how is Tiggy feeling? Tiggy says, I'm feeling kind of tired as I'm feeling tired and like my lower back feels strained. I'm feeling tired and my lower back feels strained is what Tiggy says. And then, oh, Dawn, so much love. Because Dawn says, yesterday was a year since Faith left us. Any messages she wants us to know? She just showed me the book, The Christmas Cat. She's like, Facebook. Where is Facebook? Where is my book? Where is my book? Where is my book? Are you working on the Christmas cat book for me and like paying attention to the signs that I'm sending you, that I send you? And she's like, look up high on the shelf and look like when you put stuff out that you're decorating, put something out for me too. She says, put something out for me too. And she says, that's her message. And she sends you love. And she's like, right is what Faith says. So hopefully you're still here, Dawn. Hopefully you heard that message. So yeah, because she just keeps showing me to have you right. She's like, I want you to write. So that's the message from Faith. And like, look up high on the shelf and decorate for Christmas something for me too, she says. Showing me like a wreath or a tree, something on that for me. So yes, she wants to be in a Christmas book. She says, yes. She's like a kid's book and an adult book. She's like a young, she's showing me like a young adultish book and then like a kid's book. She's like, I want a book for me. And then like, she wants like a hand, kind of done book for her family. And then you can kind of incorporate on that. She's like, yes. A kid's book, a young adult's book. So yes. That like people will read with their families and it'll inspire them and give them love and hope and peace is what she says. So there's that. See, I should have brought some tea with me. I didn't even think of that before I got on my live. I should have heated up some water and got some tea. And too bad there's no one else here with me that can heat up some water for me. I don't think that's any of my fur babies can heat up some water for me. So the joys of being single, right? So there's that. So oh, you're so sweet. Laura says, take a break and get some and we can wait. Oh no, it's okay. Thank you. You're so sweet. So it's okay. I'll have some nice tea afterwards because I have some tea that my friend Elias gave me. It's so good. It's a lavender peppermint tea. It's so good. So anyway, tis the season, and tis the year for tea time, I guess, right? So you're welcome, Dawn. You're so welcome. And Patricia says, hold on just a second. Patricia, maybe I'm like clearing my throat too a lot because my voice, it's like I haven't been using my voice in the last couple of weeks of doing my live. So I'm like getting back in the flow and the swing of it all, right? Getting back in the flow and the swing of it all. So there's that. So yeah, my throat just suddenly started to tickle before coming on. So anyway, interesting. So let's see here. So Patricia says Cypress had another treatment for his lesion. Was it painful for him? He's like, He was like, it was like a 5 or under, like a 4 or 5. He seemed so afraid from loading in the trailer to walking into the vet's animal stock, because he says, he's like, well, wait a minute. He's like, what was going on? He's like, have me go like this, like I could feel like in my chest, like I'd feel like the nervousness from you and from just all of that, like I could feel nervous energy around, is what Cypress says. So he says that that's what he was picking up on. So he's like, ooh, just take like a nice deep breath in next time. And he says that will he says that will help. He says that will help you and that will help him, is what he says. So lots of love to Cypress. Oh my goodness. So and hey, Darlene, good to see you here. You've been on my mind. I need to message you back here. All right, Lisa says Sammy. So Sammy is watching me from under a bush near where I feed him. He isn't running away, and he appears to be wanting to come to me when I talk to him. He says, yes. He's like, I do want to come to you. So he says, just keep showing me coming to you and just keep being patient with me without trying to like reach out and grab me. Like, imagine me coming to you. He says, imagine me coming to you. Imagine me coming to you. Imagine me coming to you. Imagine me coming to you, is what he says. So he says, do that. He says, that will help. He says, that will help. He says, that will help. And he says, you talking to him is really, really helping, really, really helping. So there is that. So he says, that's really good. So there's that. Oh, Patricia says, take a break and get the warm water burn. Okay, so I'm going to be right back. I promise I'm still here. So I'm just going to mute myself and stop my camera for a second. And I'm going to go brew some. Oh my gosh, it helps if I'm not on mute when I say this. I promise I will be right back. I'm just going to take a brief little interlude to heat up some warm water. So 1 moment, please. All right, I love that you guys are all still with me and you guys are waiting. So I got my hot water brewing, and it's a reminder, take good self-care. So I have this beautiful, beautiful tea. It's called, that's not what it's called. It says Clear, Conscious, and Connected on the little thing. So I have my little mug that's ready for my water as soon as it's done. So I'll give that a couple minutes, but it's a Dreamtime tea, and it's peppermint and lavender that my friend gave me. Peppermint and lavender. So yum, yum, yum. So there's that. So I'll just let my water warm up, and I appreciate you guys being like, go get some hot water, Shauna. You guys are awesome. So Patricia says, I appreciate you so much. Take care of yourself. I had that tickle today too. Not fun. I know, it just like kind of came out of nowhere. It's like tickle. It's like I have a really funny story. So like I'm super ticklish. Like if people tickle me, but like, it's like my throat. It's like a different kind of tickle. It's weird. It's like a different kind of tickle. So there's that. So hey Kayla, good to see you. Kayla says, okay. Laura says, me too. I'm running about. I'm probably going to do that too after this. So my amazing friend Elias too, he also gave me some Epsom salt when I was over at his house for Thanksgiving. So I went over there because his husband was working. So, and his bonus kids weren't there it was just me and my friend Elias, and he like hooked me up, sent me home with some tea and some Epsom salt, like so sweet. So anyway, so it's good to have good friends like that. And if you haven't checked him out, Elias Patras, the intuitive motivator, he's amazing. So there's that. I'm so glad you caught me too. Kayla says, I wanted to ask you if you had any messages from Izzy. I've been thinking about her and tend to feel guilty for how her life played out. I should have been better. I hope she knows I love her. Oh, so much love, Kayla. So she says that she does know how much she loves you. And she says, I love you too. And she's showing me that her energy and her presence comes through Jack. Sometimes she's showing me like this. She's like, whoop, like when Jack does that like little thing where he like reaches out her paw. And she says, don't feel guilty like when you're connecting with Coco, like that you're thinking about me and feel the guilt. She says, I don't want you to do that. Like, I want you to like be in the love and feel that moment of love and be connected to the love is what I want you to do. I want you to be connected to the love, and to be with the love is what she says. She's like, put your hands on your heart and be connected to the love, not the guilt. Be connected to the love, because the love is where like the peace and the comfort and all of that is in the love. So to be in that moment of love and in the gratitude for what your life was with her and what your life is, she said, and she also says too, what your life is without her too. She says to really be connected with that, because she says you've helped her in more ways than you realize. She says, don't feel guilty about how it played out, because she says she's connecting with, and I'm like, show me more of that. She says she's connecting with you more now to help you with how you like helped her. She's like, don't feel guilty about how my life played out. She says, be remembering of how and what you gave me in my life. And she says to really focus on that and be with that. She says that that's really important. And she's like, know that you are better than what you think you were. And I want you to know that. And I want you to know that I love you and that I connect with you through Jax and Coco. So there's that. So so hopefully that helps, Kayla. And he's getting so big, your little guy. He's getting so big. Those last pictures I've seen of him, so big. Oh my goodness. So there's that. I'm gonna go check my water here in a second. Darlene says I cleared the backyard of a huge portal last week that Millie told us about, why she wasn't pooping in the backyard. Can you ask her if it's gone, what we can do to help convince her it's okay to relieve herself outside again? She's been holding it and waiting for walks in early morning. She can always make it. We love you all. I love you too. Hold on just a second. I'm going to go get my water. And I don't know if you guys can still hear me. I do have a loud voice, so I'm going to go and get my water. Maybe you can still hear me. I don't know if you can or not. So let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know if you could still hear me while I went in the other room. See here. I just turned off my, I know, could you guys hear me while I was in the other room there? I just turned off my camera so you don't see my table behind me that I need to dust, but I have my beautiful lavender peppermint tea. I think I might got the water too hot, but I'm going to give it a moment to take a sip. So Millie says what she's showing me is to like take her back there and be like, clear, clear, clear. Like show her like it's cleared, Millie Moo. Like it's cleared, it's cleared, it's good, it's good. Oh, you can hear me good. See, it's a good that I have a voice that carries. I didn't think I could like leave myself unmuted before. I should have like left the video on, and who cares about the dust on the table behind me too. So So anyway, hold on, take a drink of my water. That's like really nice and warm and toasty. So I'm going to give that a moment. So she says, Millie says to just take her out there and just be like, see, it's all good. And like everything's brushed away. It's brushed away. It's brushed away. Is what is what Millie said. And she says, like, dance around in those areas and show her. And maybe puts like some new, she's showing you put some like new sprouts of things in that area. So to plant some new seeds of things in that area. She says plant some new seeds of things in those areas. And she says that that will help. So, and she says, just keep showing me that it's okay. And just be like, Millie, that's fine. And then don't try to like overemphasize that it's fine, because then she's like, well, wait a minute, is it really fine? So she says to kind of like chill out on on how fine it is back there, and just to kind of really ease in with it and ease with it is what she says. So there's that. And Kayla says, thank you. It did. You're right. I tend to get guilty petting Coco because I was so intolerant of hair. I hadn't started my spiritual energy healing journey at that point. I will watch for the signs. She was loved, and my niece has been missing her too. We are all going to get a clone pet of her. Yeah, there you go. Right. That like energy, right, of her. And let's see here. So, and then what she's saying too is like also too as a reminder too, like those spirits and that those people and pets that have passed on, right? When we're thinking about them and missing them, like they're feeling us and connecting with us and our presence and our connection with them, right? Because that connection always lives on, and it's just a different kind of connection. We feel it and know it right in here, right? We feel it and know it. So know that when we're thinking about them, they're thinking about us, and they're sending our love to us as well. So, hey, Talia, good to see you. Okay. So Laura has another question. I'm just going to take a sip of my tea without hopefully burning my mouth, because I'll let it heat up a little bit too long, but that's okay. Maybe I'll blow on it a little bit. Ooh. And there we go. Yummy. You guys have not had lavender peppermint tea. It's so good. So I love, I am a lavender girl. So love lavender. All right. Let's see here. Oh, Patricia says, your silver hairs are shining like diamonds. Ooh, thank you. I like that. Shining, shining, shining. I like it. And hey, Bianca, good to see you. Let's see here. And all right. So Laura says, on that note, I do have another question about Mango, but answer other people's first. Can you ask him why he doesn't want to pee in the litter box? He has chosen laundry baskets and bags a few times in the morning recently. I know he prefers outside because he's like, I want to go outside on the, he's showing me like the like the moistness and the softness of outside. He's like the moistness and softness. So he's showing me like if you could put kind of like a softy kind of thing like in front of like my litter box and around my litter box, that that would help too. Maybe like, you know, be like, come on, Mango, like this is like, you know, you're gonna go here, like, and yes, you'll be able to go outside too. But he says that and also he showed me too, kind of like say the litter box is like this, maybe angle it just a little bit differently too. He's like, angle it a little bit different too. And he says that that could help too. But he's like, oh, that's so much better outside too. And maybe too, this is going to sound weird, but he keeps showing me like grass and dirt. So like maybe if you had like a little thing that was by the door that had more of that, like a box with like the kind of outsideness that he likes to go in, that would that would help too. He's like, that would be really, really good if you had that too for me. Just a moment. I'm going to take a drink of water again. Not water. It's my tea now. So my tea. All right, Bianca. I know Mango is funny because he's showing me that. He's making me think of like the grass that you put down that has like the kind of, it's not like fertilizer stuff. It has like the grass on top. It's like, you just like put it down. He's like, yeah, he's like, give me something fun. He's like, I like that softness and the moistness. I'm like, oh my gosh. Yes. Like a tub of grass with dirt. Yeah. I'm like, okay, Mango. He cracks me up. And snow too. Yeah. Cause it's cold and dark and snow. Yeah. He likes like the way the snow feels too. He's like, ooh, weird. So, all right. So here we go. He says he may or may not pee in it. He's like, well, we could try it and see, and then see if I do pee in it and be like, okay, Mango, you have choice A, the litter box, or this is like your outside in that you can pee in. So this is like the outside coming in that you could pee in. So this is like your inside outside thing to go in, is what he says. Oh my goodness. So let's see here. Hold on just a second. I know. Sorry, that tickle just hit me all of a sudden. I'm like, oh my goodness. I think it's like the cold weather. All right. Bianca says, can I check in on Raisin and Gizmo, please? I've set up small cat houses for them, but they prefer to sleep on the ground outside. Ha ha ha. What do they like for summer? I'll try to rehome them again later, but I kind of want to keep them. It's interesting because they're showing me, hold on just a second here. They just told me, they're like, we kind of want to keep you too, because they like it there. And they said that they like the ground because they're really connected with that earth plane and connecting with like the ground and the earth and the dirt. Like we really like to connect with the ground and the earth and the dirt. And it feels really good to connect with the ground and the earth and the dirt. So they like that. They're said like it feels good. It's like that's our cozy spot. Like we like our cozy spot. So they say that that's our cozy spot too. And then they said like for summer they just like that nice like cozy little spot like they had last year that they could have this year. They said that they really like that. So there's that. So and Bianca says, do they mind that they stay outdoors? They're like, no, we do not mind. They're like, we do not mind. They're like, nope, it's good. Because they're like, this is our place and we're connected to that like outside energy and the outside places and that they like it. So they're like, no, it's no bother being on the outside because they're used to that. And then and they're like, whatever, Monkey. They're not worried about Monkey intimidating them from the inside because they're like, we have all this outside and you have the inside and we have all this outside. So they're like, we're good. Is what they say. And hey, Amanda, good to see you. I hope all is well. Just taking another drink of my tea. Thank you guys for like encouraging me to go get some water. Yeah, he said Monkey is probably jealous. Yeah, because they're like, whatever, Monkey. And he's like, well, wait, what? I want more space. But Monkey's like, hey, I like my space. But he's funny, Monkey. Oh my goodness. So Talia, so you be to connect with me about Jasper. He was a mini schnauzer and he's deeply missed. He passed away very traumatically. Do you have a message for him? From him? Oh, so much love, Talia. That's never an easy thing. What he says is don't imagine like the flash and the quickness of like my quick passing so much. He says, be in connection with like the flashes of my love. He says the flashes of my love. And he's just showing me like this. He makes me want to go like, shoo, 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 like flash of love and my flashes of love, and really be connected with my flashes of love. And he showed me like little like lightning bolt, like little planes of love. He's like, zoom, zoom, zoom. I send, he sends love. He says, I send so much love and I send so much love, and really be connected with that love, and know that like I live right in here. Like you could just see me just cuddled up right in here. And I live right in here, and I just send so much love. And I'm always like, there's like your little watchtower, and looking over and looking over and looking over, and always connected So just know that and be comforted by that is what he's saying. And oh, so much love. And just remember to well, I would also much love to all of you that have had, passing of a pet, or even a person in your life too. Just know that, how I believe is number one, there's no rules on grief. There's no way, like, you have to do it this way, or, you have to do it in this time or this or that. Just do it in your own process and know that, like, a lot of times it's always a part of us, no matter how soon it's been or how long it's been or anything like that. So just process it how it works for you and know that there's no right and there's no wrong. And you have to do what feels right for you and just really be connected with that. And that's what's really, really important in the way I look at things. So you're so welcome, Talia. Oh, and then also too, he says no guilt. He's like, no guilt. He's like, I don't want you to have, he says, I don't want you to have the guilt. He says, no guilt. He's like, I don't want you to have the guilt. He's like, don't have the guilt. Just feel the love. Because what happens if we have that guilt and that sadness, then we're not connected to that love that's always like encompassing and surrounding us. If we're so connected and tied into that like energy of guilt. So connect with the love. Connect with the love. That's what I feel. Connect with the love. Connect with the love. Connect with the love. So there you go. That's like the singing portion of tonight's show. So thank you very much. So so there's that. I can always like pop off like randomness, right? That's that's me, the randomness. I love that. So and it's cool is I got like the coolest compliment from somebody actually today. And that what was like really touched me. This is somebody that I just like adore and think is an amazing, and I like just like admire them and think they're amazing. And today they told me like that they really admire me and like my authenticity and all of that. And they just like they aim to be like really just using their voice more in that way. And it like really touched me. I was like, oh my gosh. So you never know like what impact you can have on people and how you can touch people's lives. And it just really, really touched me to know that. I'm like, oh my gosh, like that's just so cool. I was like, you look up to me. I was thinking I look up to them. And it was so cool to just, soak in their comments and have that. Like it just meant so much to me to have that. And it just like filled my heart. So it's so awesome. So you never know like what impact you're making for somebody, which is really awesome. So I love that. Because that just really lifted my heart to hear that. So there's that. So, and it was really interesting. So, before I wouldn't have like really soaked it in and really said thank you. And this time I was like, really, thank you, and really being with it and really like embracing it. Right. Because sometimes we like discount like a compliment, we're trying to give a compliment back instead of just giving like simple gratitude of thanks, right? Like simple gratitude of thanks can really go a long way and be like super impactful and amazing. So anyway, so there's that. So let's see what other comments come through. Give it a minute. Because I know sometimes it takes a minute for comments to come through. So let's see here. I'm going to see. Dun, 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 dun. All right. So I'm going to see what comments come through here. And then I'm going to share this. No, that's not what I'm going to share. Oh my goodness. I'm like out of practice. I was like, what is it I'm going to share? I know most of you guys have this, but I'm going to share this anyway. Because that's what I feel like doing. So I'm going to share it. And this is my, Amanda. Yes, I'm working on that. Amanda says, any updates on possible classes? Yes, I'm now just getting back in the swing of things. So I plan to have something for January. Who knows? Maybe, yeah, because I might have like a random pop-up little small thing for what's this month? December, right? But most likely it'll be in January that I plan to do that. So thanks for that little nudge, because that is something I'm working on. And I am doing some one-on-one mentoring right now. I have a new client that I'm working with that we're doing some like a one-on-one mentoring thing, which is really cool, with working with teaching them animal communication and working with their pets. And it's really, really fun. So if you're interested in something like that, definitely feel free to reach out to me. But I do plan to do like a group class and do that on Zoom. So stay tuned, please. So thank you for asking, Amanda. Yes, I love that, because that is something that's on my list. So I need that little reminder to be like, yes, 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 work on that. So, oh, thank you, Laura. Yeah, it's so fun. So it's like really cool. So I'm giving like specific homework to this person I'm working with, and like we're working with the pets in her life and doing, all of that. And it's really cool. So I'm doing 2 sessions a month for 3 months with her. So it's really cool. So if you guys are interested in something like that, I can always customize whatever people want. If they're like, hey, I want to do like a month or of like once a week, or I want to do 2 months of, 2 times a month, like whatever it is people want to do, like I will make that possible. If anybody's interested to do some like one-on-one mentoring to just deepen the communication with the pets in their life and get some other skills on communicating with pets. So anyway, so there's that. So lots of plans I have up my sleeve. It's just like, okay, like do one at a time and just work on it. And that's my plan, is put some more stuff out there for you all, because I love to be there to support you, and I love to kind of open people's minds to animal communication too. It's really cool. So it's really fun. So I love it. And especially when teaching too, is like by teaching too, I learn new ways to help people learn too, by just the ways people learn, and new things come to me, and it's really cool. I like it a lot. So anyway, so there is that. So dun, 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 dun. I missed you guys so much. So this is so cool to be to be back with you guys, because I've missed you guys so much. So I'm glad that you're all here and all of that. So so thanks for bearing with me while I didn't do my Facebook Live the last couple of weeks. So thank you for holding this space for me still. I really I'm grateful for that. I just love connecting with you all so much. So there is that too. And I feel much better now that I got my my hot tea, my lavender peppermint, which is so delicious. And I'll probably take like a nice warm Epsom salt bath tonight too, because that's always so so relaxing and so awesome too, right? So anyway, so there's that. So let's see what other questions anybody has here. Da, 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 da. Let's see. Let's give it a moment. I'll just like jump into like a song, right? That's just me. I'm good at random talk and just talking. That's kind of like my thing. So I don't know if I ever told you this. So years ago, I worked at a radio station, and I did all different kinds of things. But one of them is I did a dressed up. It was a radio station. One of the stations in the building was called Cat Country, and of course, it was a country music station. Go figure. So anyway, they had me like dress up as this cat, like at different events, like at this concert and these different parades. And one of them, like I did this parade, and like I was all like trying to like wave and talk and all that. And like my boss was like, Shauna, this is not like a waving parade. Like I remember that. It was so funny because that's just me, like da 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 da. It was like be serious and focused, which that's totally me, right? Yeah, right. So anyway, focused and serious when I need to be, but that's not my like main thing. So anyway, so there's that. So just a little side note conversation. I'm full of all kinds of random stuff, random Shauna facts. So any like random question you guys have, like feel free to ask. I'm curious to see. So anyway, so See here, Laura says, I'm curious about my neighbor's cat, Zeus. If you have time, he disappeared recently, and I'm just curious what he's up to. He's showing me he's like hiding under cars. He's like, I'm hiding under cars is what he's showing me. He's like, I'm hiding under cars, and like I don't like loud motorcycles. So if they're really looking for me, focus on where the loud motorcycles are, because that's where like I'm around a lot, is where like loud vroom vrooms are. So it could be loud cars, loud motorcycles. So focus on that. Is what he says. So it's never an easy thing when a fur baby's missing, right? So let's see here. Amanda says, being focused and serious in a cat costume. Exactly, right? Like, come on, you got to have fun, because I was like all trying to wave and stuff, but it was like a thing we were doing for like a school or something like that. It's like, come on, I think I probably still did wave. So is he alive? We don't have motorcycles. So he showed me like something that sounds like a motorcycle, like loud, like loud car backfires, like loud cars, like maybe like those Dodge Chargers or like Mustangs, like a loud car. And he's showing me like I am still alive, because he's having me shake my body like this. He says that I am still alive. I am still alive. He says I am still alive. And then he says, focus on the front of where I went missing, like 2 streets front and down to the right, 2 streets front and down to the right, 2 streets front and down to the right is what he says. So there's that for you. Yeah. So much love to your friend, and positive vibes for Zeus to be reunited. Of course it is, Bianca. Of course. So let's see here. She says, Patricia says, how is Cheyenne doing on the other side? She says, like, I'm galloping better than I've ever galloped before. She's like, I'm galloping better than I've ever galloped before, and I'm galloping. She says, I gallop, and I'm galloping better than I've ever galloped before. And she says, you like feel me through the breeze. She's like, shoo, shoo, shoo. You feel me through the breeze. You feel me through the breeze is what she says. So there is that. And then Bianca says, we have 4 cats at work, and their human doesn't much care for them. Oh, that's so hard. Do any of them have a message? Do they get fed at home? The names I've been given are Lady, Pumpkin, Fluffy, and Angel. And Fluffy is having me point to them. Fluffy says, I'm the one that that makes sure that we get taken care of. And we, try to, like, we're trying to help our human be better is what they're showing me. They say, we're trying to help our human be better is what they're showing me. And that's like really interesting. I don't know if you guys are seeing this, but I totally see like an orb in the background here. I don't know if you guys see that, but it's like to my right, probably to your guys' left. I totally see an orb that is like with me. So I don't know. Like, let me know if you guys see it too, because I think maybe there might be an energy here with me. I see an energy. So hello, lots of love. So yeah, you see it too. So how cool is that? I was like, it's yes. So hello, and I love you. So that's what I'm going to say to that energy, because I feel the presence of love. So I'm going to say hello, I love you, and thank you. So yeah, no, it's weird because it's not. I don't see, and now it's like, now that I acknowledged it, now it's going away. Isn't that interesting? So I said, hi, thank you, I love you. So that's, yep. I know that presence. So thank you. I love you. So that's what I'm going to say. Yeah, it's moving. So yeah. And it just moves. So wow, how cool is that? So I know exactly who that presence is. And I'm just going to keep that, that in my heart. But thank you for witnessing that with me, because that was really cool. So thank you. And you guys all saw it move away and all of that. So yeah, that's cool. Like the spiritual stuff, it's like the real deal, right? So it's like, if we're kind of quiet and we pay attention and we acknowledge it and we see that energy and we feel it and we're with it, right? We see it, we feel it, and we're with it, and we connect with it and acknowledge it. Like, we can really be in that presence of it, right? And how glorious And how beautiful is that, right? Like it's so cool. So you guys all got to witness that with me. So that is super, super cool. I love that. So wow. So super cool. I love that you guys could all see it too. And then you guys saw it go away too. It's like, woo, I like it. So anyway, so there's that. So oh, Laura says, I think they have given up. Let's see here. I think they've given up. I feel, yeah. And Amanda, you're right. I know it did move slowly, right? It's so awesome. I love all that stuff. That's so cool. It's like when we're really truly connected and we don't question and we just sit with it and we really feel in our hearts. There's so much beauty there. It's so cool. So anyway, so there's that. So let's see here. So Laura says, I think they have given up. I feel guilty because we had their cats on our electric fence, but we had to change it because the way the circle went into someone else's property. So they started letting them out without their collars. And then he disappeared. He was unfixed, so he wondered. And what I'm getting from that, Laura, is their cat saying that, you know what, like my like their cat saying, I don't want you to feel guilty about that, because he's like, I was just ready to make my way and do that over there. So he says he doesn't want you to feel guilty. And I just feel like he's so close. He's like, jump, like right there, like two streets ahead and to the right, 2 streets ahead and to the right, and like the loud cars, like the loud noise there. So really tune into that. And he says it's okay, like if they gave up, because you haven't given up. So he says you can hold out that hope for them, and you're like the miracle, like seer and doer. And he's like, don't feel guilt. He says he doesn't want you to feel guilt, because he says their responsibility is their responsibility, and like he appreciates you being good, but he's like, this is for my people to help find me, and you can help them like lead the way, is what he says. He says you can help them to like lead the way and to help them to find that hope. And then maybe when I come back, maybe they'll be like, oh, hey, maybe we need to really focus on getting that collar and getting that collar and getting that collar back, is what is what I feel like, them getting their own collar kind of system. So so there's that. Yeah, because that's how, so much love, Laura, to you and them, and to Zeus and all of that. So let's see here. Was Patricia. Let's see here. Laura says it's interesting because she is an energy healer, and she tells me past. They just told me they are moving in January. Yeah, they could have got their own. Exactly, they could have got their own. He says I'm not past. He's like, nope. He's like, I'm not past. He's like, she needs to look at the deeper part of the energies. Like she needs to look at the deeper part of the energies, because I'm not past, and she's just doing that to make her feel better, because she doesn't like know what to do in this, is what he's saying. And he's like, there's no judgment there. It's just like she's doing that to make herself feel better and to cope. So he says just to know, like, you know what, I'll turn up. And he says, thank you. And he says, it's okay, they're moving in January, because you just keep touch with them. And like when you see me come back, you'll know, he says. So, so there's that. And hey, Denise, good to see you. And Laura says, thank you. I resonate so much with what you're saying. All good. I'm glad it's helpful. And thank you for being so open, Laura. Like, I love that about you. I think it's fabulous. So, see here. And Patricia says, was Cypress ever connected to another person before me? His past owners were afraid of him. He's like, not as much as you. He says, like, in a past life, I was really connected with this gentle man. He showed me this gentle man I was really connected with, but he's like, I never been connected with like somebody like I'm connected with you. And then he's connected with Ned. He says, I've never been as connected as I am with you all, is what he says. So, so there's that. So, let's see here. Oh my gosh, this is just so fun to be back with you all. I love this so much. So, you guys just make my Sundays awesome. So, thank you, Patricia. Patricia says, you give off an energy too. I can see it. Oh, thank you, Patricia. Thank you. I love that. So, Thank you. Thank you. See, that's why I add the sparkle in my hair because it is really me. I'm all about that sparkle. So let's see here. Let's see here. Denise says, I wonder why Angel Kitty is more affectionate when we were in the RV, but more detached when we were visiting Sarah, my old housemate, because he says, your RV is your connecting point and your space and his sacred space, and it doesn't have the energy of the not that he doesn't like her, but the other cat's like huge presence. I can't remember her cat's name, but he says my space is my space and I claim my space and I like it and I don't have to share my space. It's my space and my person space. When we go to Sarah's, he's like he's more guarded up, and because you have created that safe, yes, Madeline, yes, that you created that like container for him and you, and that little bubble for you and him. And he says that he really, really loves that, and he's really, really connected to that, and he's really, really grateful for that. So he says, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for that. So yeah, so he says that's why he's more detached there, because he's like, oh, he's like, I like our openness more. He's like, yeah, he's like, I like that. So he's like, I like visiting Madeline in a way, but then I like going into my own space. So he's like, it's okay. Like Madeline's a lot better than she used to be, but I really like our space that we've created a lot more. And that's what I really like a lot better is our space. So he says that's why he's detached, because he's like, he has that like kind of guard that comes up with the whole like Madeline's place is what he says. So there's that. So hey Ken, good to see you. I hope your new puppy is doing good. I wonder how old your new puppy is. I know you got a new dog recently, so hopefully that's going well. So let's see here. And Amanda, yes, I get a big yes. Well, my soul dog, you're welcome, Denise. Will my soul dog Tucci ever return to me in this lifetime? I get a big yes. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. And yes, 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 I will. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. And I feel like I just heard 2025. I just heard 2025 is what I heard. 2025. 2025. So that's what I just heard, Amanda. And then Denise Angel Kitty just wants to say, mwah, mwah, thank you. He says, mwah, mwah, thank you, thank you, thank you. He says, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So he says, you guys have just come like such a long way. And he says, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. He says, thank you, thank you, thank you. So he says, thank you for that. So he says, thank you so much for that. So is what he says. So there's that. So let's see here. I feel so much more invigorated that I got the hot tea. That's what I needed, was like my throat was like, you were out in the cold with those dogs. You need some hot tea. So so there we go. So there's that. So let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. I'm going to see what other kind of questions you guys have here. All right. So yeah, and I'm so happy to just be back with you all. And I think I'm going to get ready to wrap it up because I feel like a hot bath is calling my name soon. A nice hot bath, and I need to I have a couple things I need to do, and I have some laundry I need to put away because I have to be honest, like living by myself, I'm not always good about putting my laundry away. I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna like stash it over there, but I'm gonna actually put it away tonight. I think that's my plan. Well, that's what I say now, but that doesn't really mean that's gonna happen. And if it does, it does. And if it doesn't, you know what? Like, it's not going to be the end of the world if I don't put my laundry away tonight, right? It'll still be there tomorrow. So, that's something that will be guaranteed. It'll still be there tomorrow. I'll just have to dig for what I need tomorrow. Those daily things you change. I'll just have to be like, where is that? So anyway, so there's that. So anyway, so I'm going to see if anybody has any other questions or anything that come up. I think I'm going to really wrap it up. And it's just I'm like so great. I just have to say, I'm just so grateful for each and every one of you. So just thank you so much for just being a part of my community and being a part of my life. I'm just so grateful for all of you so much. So thank you so much for those of you that tuned in live. Thank you so much to all of you that tuned into the replay. And I hope you have a magnificent week ahead. And I will look forward to seeing you next Sunday at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. All right. Bye for now. Take care. Much love.